You don't say I'm fine because you're okay. You say it because the last time you were honest, someone made you regret it. Maybe they ignored you. Maybe they called you dramatic. Maybe they changed the subject so fast you learned your pain had nowhere to go. So now, when someone asks, "Are you okay?" your body answers before your heart can. You smile a little. You make your voice sound normal. You say, "Yeah, I'm fine, just tired." But what you really mean is, "Please notice I'm not okay, but please don't make me explain it perfectly." That is the quiet trap. You want to be seen, but being seen feels dangerous. You want someone to stay, but needing someone feels embarrassing. You want to tell the truth, but your mouth has been trained to protect you. And this is where "I'm fine" becomes more than a sentence. It becomes a mask, then a habit, then a personality everyone praises. They call you strong, mature, easy, but no one asks what that cost. Stay with this, because by the end, you may realize the saddest part was not that you said "I'm fine." The saddest part was how many people believed you. Maybe you learned early that feelings made the room uncomfortable. A child does not wake up one day and decide to hide. A child hides when honesty stops working, when tears bring irritation, when fear brings lectures, when the people who were supposed to notice were too tired, too angry, or too distant to stay. So you became smaller, not in your body, in your needs. "I'm hurt" became "no worries." "I need help" became "I got it." "I feel alone" became "I'm just tired." At first, this protected you. It helped you avoid rejection and the panic of needing someone who might not stay. But here is the part that hurts. The same mask that protected you from being dismissed also protected everyone else from seeing you clearly. You learned to sound okay, and people learn not to ask twice. Picture this. You are sitting in your car outside your house, keys still in your hand. You are not crying. You are just trying to become the person everyone expects before you walk inside. Then your phone lights up. "Are you good?" Your thumb hovers over the screen. For 1 second, the truth comes close. You almost type, "Not really." But then the fear arrives. What if they don't know what to say? What if they think you are too much? What if they answer once and disappear later? So you erase it. "I'm good." And the phone goes quiet. That silence feels familiar, doesn't it? This is why pretending becomes addictive. Not because it feels good, but because it feels safer than risking disappointment. If you never ask, no one can say no. If you never open up, no one can mishandle your heart. If you never admit you are breaking, no one can prove they were not coming. But that safety has a price. You become invisible in your own life. You listen to everyone's problems, but edit your own pain into something acceptable. People forget functioning is not the same as being okay. And this is the twist. Maybe you are not hard to love. Maybe you are just hard to reach when you are hiding. Maybe people do not always miss your pain because they do not care. Sometimes they miss it because you learned how to hide in plain sight. That does not make your pain fake. It makes your survival intelligent. But survival is not the same as healing. Being low maintenance can become a very lonely way to be loved. Eventually, you do not only hide from others, you start hiding from yourself. You say, "Other people have it worse," as if that should make your chest less heavy. But pain does not disappear because you judge it. It begins to move when it is allowed to be heard. And no, this does not mean you should tell everyone everything. Some people have not earned access to your inner world. You are allowed to protect your peace. But there is a difference between having boundaries and living behind armor. Armor helped you survive when honesty was unsafe. But armor is heavy. It keeps out people who might hurt you, and sometimes people who would have held you gently. So healing may not begin with a big confession. It may begin with one smaller truth. "I'm having a hard day. I don't want advice. I just don't want to be alone with this. I'm not ready to explain everything, but I'm not okay." Those sentences may feel terrifying. Your throat may tighten. You may want to take it back and joke, "Never mind, I'm fine." That does not mean you failed. It means your nervous system is practicing being seen. Start with one safe person. Choose someone who listens without punishing you for needing them. Then give them 1 cup of water, not the whole ocean. 1 honest sentence. 1 small request. 1 moment where you do not disappear. You do not have to break completely before you deserve care. You do not have to be useful, funny, calm, and easy just to keep a place in someone's life. You are allowed to be a person with limits. A person with bad days. A person who gets tired. A person who sometimes needs someone to stay. Maybe "I'm fine" helped you survive a time when honesty was not safe. So do not hate that part of you. It protected you when no one else knew how. But you are allowed to outgrow the armor that is now hurting you. Maybe today, healing is not saying everything. Maybe it is pausing before the automatic answer. Maybe it is letting one safe person hear one true sentence. Not, I'm fine. Maybe just, I'm not okay, but I don't want to be alone with it. And maybe that is the first small door out of the room you have been locked in for too long. You are not asking to be saved. You are asking to be met where you are. And sometimes, that is enough to remind your body that honesty does not always end in abandonment. One small truth can change the room. Begin here. If this made you feel a little less alone, subscribe to Empty But Aware. Here, we turn hidden feelings into quiet psychology stories that help you understand yourself.